Hey guys, it's Tree from Lost Time Toys, and today it is my long-awaited collection tour video. It has been close to half a year since my last collection tour video, and I have had a lot of new items added to my collection. Today, I'll be showing you everything, every nook and cranny in my collection room. Just for some background, I live in a standard house, and my collection room is in the second floor TV room upstairs. So there's absolutely no natural light. Everything here is just with a box light and fluorescent overhead lights. So that's why you often see me talking in front of like bookshelves with a lot of glare, because I get no natural light. But I'm so excited for you to join me today because I'm gonna go over all of the various toys that I have. And if you don't know me and you haven't been to my channel, I'm just gonna say that I collect vintage girl toys from the 1980s and the 1990s, specifically focusing on the years 1981 to like 1997. But I also have a few modern pieces in my collection as well. For the most part, I collect these items out of box, but I do have a few items that are new in box or never removed from box. But primarily, I focus on collecting loose items just because I believe that toys should be played with, should be touched, should be you should run a comb through some of the doll's hair, you should play with the play sets, and toys can be super interactive, and that's how I like to engage with the items that I purchase. For the most part, most of the items that I got in my collection, I procured through eBay, Mercari, Vinted, Facebook Marketplace, and very, very seldomly, but I do sometimes find items at toy shows and local swap meets. So that is the background, and I will say that I collected all of these items very, very quickly, which isn't normal. I started collecting these vintage girl toys at the beginning of 2024. So it's been just over 2 years since I started collecting, and it has been a passion of mine, borderline obsession of mine. But I will say that a lot of these items were very happy and successful finds for me. So I am a pretty thrifty shopper for the most part, but I do on occasion splurge on items that are exceedingly rare, or if it's a grail item for me. And I just want to say that collecting is a very personal journey. Some people have a lot of money, have a lot of disposable income, and some people have to be a little bit more thoughtful about how they spend their money. I feel like I fall like somewhere in the middle, where I don't have children and I live in suburbia. So I just have a little bit more room to display my toys than say someone who lives in New York City, or say someone who lives in a flat in a very densely urban area. But that is the background, and I apologize if I do not get all of the names of the toys exactly right. There's probably tons of mistakes in this collection video, but for the most part, I try to film the collection in one take for the section that I'm covering. So I try to be as organic as possible, but I know that there's probably going to be mistakes because all this was just kind of like thinking on the spot, trying to remember the prices, the years, the names of the dolls. But I'm so excited for you to actually see what I have in this room, because I've been looking at it every single time I do a video with you guys. So I'm so excited. And if you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe on my channel, just because I'm elated that I have over 500 subscribers now, and it's very meaningful for me that I was able to build a community to talk to like-minded collectors, or just people that are just interested in tapping into the nostalgia of the 1980s and 90s. And it makes me very, very excited to have this space to communicate and make friends. Last thing I'll say is that I often refer to these toys as vintage girl toys. However, I myself do not identify as female, and I believe that these toys are universal. They can be loved by everyone and anyone. These toys are not restricted to simply young female or young girls. I grew up in a time where it was not necessarily acceptable for young boys all the time to collect and play with these toys. I myself owned 0 of these toys when I was growing up, just because we came to America from Vietnam when I was like 2 or 3 years old. We had no money. We were living off of food stamps, and I just didn't have a chance to collect these toys. But I am so happy now that I have, honestly, the privilege of collecting these toys, and I want to do them justice. I want to take care of them. I want to show them thoughtfully and clean them whenever they need cleaning. And that said, nothing's perfect. Things might be out of place. Items might be mismatched. Some items are incomplete, especially My Little Pony. But anyways, I've rambled long enough. Let's get started with the tour. I often start my other tours with this shelf, which is my Rainbow Brite collection. I will say that Rainbow Brite is my bread and butter. It is my primary collection because I love Rainbow Brite, especially Mattel Rainbow Brite from 1984 to 1986. It is like my true #1 favorite toy collection, and I have the most of that toy, but I collect like over 30 different franchises. So I'm gonna start actually with this back wall over here, which you never see because it's a new bookshelf. And then I'm gonna go counterclockwise. So we'll start in this corner and then go all the way around until you reach this section here, which is the Rainbow Brite section. Let me know what you guys think, and I cannot wait to show you everything. Enjoy! We'll begin with this shelf discussing my Peppermint Rose collection. So this is a dedicated shelf to Peppermint Rose. This is a Mattel line that is copyright 1992, but was released in 1993. I have 3 of the fashion dolls here. We have Vanilla Daisy, Peppermint Rose herself, and this is Lemon Kiss Lily. And I think in the original 1993 TV special, her name is actually Lemon Drop Lily, but the doll's name is Lemon Kiss Lily. So that is what I often refer to her as. And there should be 3 of these tiny perfume spray. I think they're called Sweet Spray bunnies. This is Posy. I think this is called like Bubblegum. This is the bunny that goes with Vanilla Daisy. This is the bunny that goes with Peppermint Rose. I am missing the purple one that goes with Lemon Kiss Lily. So I added this really cute, decorative, floral arrangement. I just thought it went well with this diorama. And then this over here, this pink treehouse, is actually from another Mattel playset. It's a Lady Lovely Locks treehouse. So this was released in 1987, but I thought that because there were pink trees in Peppermint Rose, it would be so perfect in this diorama, and that's why I used it as this 3-dimensional foregrounded playset display. In the back, what you'll notice is that I actually water painted a whole scene dedicated to Peppermint Rose. So I used some of the back cardboard illustrations and some of the coloring books, and I married them together to create this background scene. And I think it looks very fluid and congruent and just very much in the universe of Peppermint Rose. What you'll notice is that I added these fairy lights, and during the day, it doesn't look that good. But at night, when I plug in the fairy lights, it looks really spectacular. So this is my Peppermint Rose display. And the thing that I want to show you is that I do have some of these dolls in box. So if we move 2 rows up, you'll see that I have the 4 fashion dolls in box. We have Peppermint Rose, we have Vanilla Daisy, Lemon Kiss Lily, and the very coveted Merriment Violet. So she's the African American doll. I don't have a loose one of hers, but I'm so happy to find her in box. I found her 2-3 years ago from a seller in Minnesota that specialized in ethnic dolls on eBay. In the corner, if you turn slightly to the corner, you'll see that I have a puzzle devoted to Peppermint Rose. So that is my Peppermint Rose collection. In the same bookshelf as Peppermint Rose, we have my collection of Lady Lovely Locks. So Lady Lovely Locks was a collection that was also made by Mattel, and it was released in 1987. The copyright is 1986, but the first generation came out in 1987. So these were the first wave dolls. So we see the namesake Lady Lovely Locks in the center here in the pink. She has 3 rabbit pixie tails. Those are the clip-ons that affix to her hair and her dress. She looks really cute. She has these like lovely pastel pink shades all over her, the lattice work on the top of her dress. And then she has 2 friends. This is Maiden Curly Crown in yellow with the beautiful orange hair. She has bird pixie tails and she just looks spectacular. I added some, I stuffed them with some pilling just to make sure that their dresses puff up more. I just thought it looked really cute. And her other friend is Maiden Fair Hair. If you look in the back, she is a brunette and she has chipmunks as her 3 pixie tails, and she looks really cute as well. I love how their faces look, and actually, since I just covered it, the head molds for Lady Lovely Locks was later reused to produce Peppermint Rose. So there's a connection there, and that's why I think they look so good together on the same bookcase. All right, so along with her 2 friends, this first wave of Lady Lovely Locks has a villain. This is Duchess Wave and Raves. And the prince in the back is Prince Strongheart. So I think the prince, his pixie tails are mice. And these things that are on the Duchess these are little tiny gnomes. I think she has 2 gnome pixie tails. And she has this really kind of crazy, raggedy dress that looks actually really cool with her dark raven colored hair. So those are the primary 5 colors. I have put them together with some of the dragons. There were 3 dragons that came out in this initial wave, and I have all 3 of them. See, there's a pink one with purple hair, there's a green one with yellow hair, and a purple one with light pink hair. There were also some creatures, I think, that were released early on, maybe wave 2. These are the hide and peaks. So they're little fairy creatures that actually come with crowns. I have all of the crowns, but the thing is, they're a little heavy for their heads, especially when you put a pixie tail on them. So they just kind of fall downwards. But I do have all of them. And then this is the other one that I have in pink, in a pink dress and purple hair. I am missing one of these hide and peaks, the green dressed one. So I hope to get her real soon. And I do have her tiara already, just because my friend Tracy sent them to me as a gift. So if you see these pieces of furniture, this is from the fairy tale bedroom, and I do have all of the pieces for the fairy tale bedroom. And for the longest time, I was missing one of these seashell lamps, but I have both of them now. And I just tilt the bed slightly like this so you can see all the pretty designs on the bed. So this is a shelf that is dedicated primarily for the first wave in 1986, but some of the pieces are also from the second wave in 1987. So we will move on and take a look at the second wave, which is my favorite wave. And as we move down, this is wave 2. So wave 2 is copyright 1987, but I think primarily in America they were released in 1988 in toy stores. This is the Enchanted Island wave. And the Enchanted Island wave of Lady Lovelocks is all about water, mermaids, the fantasy, and the thing that you'll notice is that there's just really, really pretty designs in this wave in particular. I got into Lady Lovelocks primarily because of this wave, because of the series release, and it's because they have these two beautiful mermaids, okay? There's the white mermaid, the Caucasian mermaid called Golden Waves, and she has this beautiful blonde, flowy hair and this iridescent blue dress, and her pixie petals are these like, I think they're seahorses, okay? There's a super curly variant of the pixie tail where there's two curly quality to the hair, and she has a seashell headpiece right here that is iridescent in white, and then there's a light iridescent pink ribbon that ties, and she's just spectacular. So she is standing actually on one of the playsets. There is a Sea Magic Salon playset that is pictured right behind Misty Curls, the African-American mermaid. So she's standing on the actual seat where you recline to get your hair done at the salon. So the most foregrounded figure is my favorite doll in the entire line of Lady Lovelocks. This is Misty Curls. She's the African-American or black doll that came in this line. She has a very similar outfit to Golden Waves, but hers is this like beautiful pastel purple color, and it has some subtle shades of pink in the iridescent fin, and she has very similar seahorse pixie tails, and she has a more curvilinear seashell headdress that is like this like muted quasi pink, quasi purple shade, and the ribbon itself is this light lavender. She's just so beautiful. One of my favorite dolls for sure. And I even, because I love the mermaid so much, I made a custom of Raven Waves. So I just like did her hair slightly different. She has dark hair, and I made a pink mermaid. And this was inspired by a custom that my friend Jay did. He said, I want to do a pink mermaid. And he did it on a Lemon Drop Lily Peppermint Rose doll, actually. And I was like, I want to copy that idea. I think it's great. So this is all his inspiration. I just love the pink. So I also added some extra some of the seahorse pixie tails to her as well. And then this is just a skirt from one of the Enchanted Island girlies. And this is the only little seal creature. I think these are called lily tops, but if you recall, it took me forever to get this one because the seller actually sent me a My Little Pony sea pony instead that looked exactly the same shade of blue, but it was his mistake. So he sent me this gratis. So I actually got both, and This one is so cute. I'm actually missing, these come with not only like pixie tails, but they have these like lily pads, and there should be like blue lily pads, like these flat rubbery pieces where you can just balance them on their heads, and they look super cute. So I'm missing 2 of the lily tops. There's like a yellow one and a purple one as well. I think I got the most rare one, the blue one. And I'm missing all of the lily pads, like the blue foam lily pads. So that would be something I'm looking forward to adding to my collection. This is the Sea Magic Salon, which I already covered. I got this new inbox from my friend Jolene as part of a trade for a Rainbow Brite Kitty Brite chibi. So I was so happy to set this up, and I think it looks really good. All the pretty pastels just look so beautiful. And these are the Enchanted Island regular girlies, I call them. They're humanoid figures. They have legs, not fins like these mermaids. My favorite one of them all is the Curly Crown Enchanted Island. She has this beautiful orange, almost slightly pink hair, and she has snails as her pixie tails. And she is on a very rare playset. This is the Swan Boat. This came all the way from Europe. My friend Rosa was able to send it to me, and I'm so happy to have my very own Swan Boat, just because I think it was only released in Europe and it was never released in the United States. And in the back, we have Enchanted Island Maiden Fair hair here. She has like the light pink underskirt that I really puffed up and a pleated iridescent skirt, and she has these turtles as her pixie petals. She has 3. And then we have regular schmegular Enchanted Island Lady Lovelylocks, and her, I think she has fish. Fish is her pixie petals. And the thing that you'll notice, especially with these 2 ladies in the back, is that there's like splotching on their legs. This is actually super common for Lady Lovelylocks because the doll line reused a lot of plastics from recycled dolls, and over time, some of them have this really not so attractive splotching. So I need to replace their bodies with either duplicate Lady Lovelylocks dolls, or you can also use, I think, Stacy, the Barbie doll Stacy has the same body type. So that is my Series 2 or Wave 2 Lady Lovelylocks Enchanted Island from the second wave of Lady Lovelylocks. Okay, so now let us move down and we'll discuss the third wave. The third and final wave of Lady Lovelylocks was copyright in 1988, but for the most part, they were released in 1989. There were 3 dolls that came out in this line. They focused on like ballerinas and a lot of royalty elements. So this is Maiden Fairhair Ballerina. She comes in this like beautiful blue dress. She only has 1 pixie tail. It's a rabbit pixie tail that is like super curly. Look how super curly this pink and this and then regular curly for the yellow. I actually got this one in box for a really good price, and she has like these light iridescent pink shoes, and she is currently puffed up with some pilling, and she looks great. This is the Lady Lovelylocks Ballerina, and she has a very similar look. Only 1 bird pixie petal, and it also has the super curly elements, and it's in this like pink color, and they both have headbands. The only other doll that came out in this line is Sparkle Pretty. So she has like iridescent tinsel hair and a clip-on crown. So this is my girl, Sparkle Pretty. So she comes with 2 butterfly clips. So these butterfly clips are very, very hard to get your hands on. She has a pink one and an aqua one, and she looks super. Okay, so this is just an extra golden waves that I put with a fashion, on this they sell fashions for Lady Lovely Locks, and I put her in this one because I think she looks great, but she shouldn't actually be here. I don't know why I left her here. I thought she looked cute, but those are the three primary dolls. And then we have in the centerfold here all of the curly kittens. So the curly kittens were these tiny kittens that have super curly hair, and they have they come with like these like satin ribbons and their own pixie petals or pixie tails, and they should have like butterfly clips, but I couldn't find butterfly clips for all of them. I just put one on the white one, but they all should have them. But I have a lot of spare pixie tails, so I put various ones on my girlies here. There's a yellow curly kitten, there's a peach one, this is very hard to find, a pink one, a white one, a purple one, and another really hard one to find is the blue curly kitten. So eventually I would love to find them with their original butterfly clips, but I think they look really fabulous. I styled all of their hair as nicely as I could. And the thing that is probably the hardest thing to find in my collection is this throne. It was only released in Europe in the third wave, and I have a variant that is pink. So there's two variants of the beauty throne. One of them is purple and one of them is pink. So the purple one has like a purple topper and purple furniture. So that one I gifted to my friend Jay, who is at the YouTube channel Guy and Dolls, and he cleaned it up super nice. So I had my partner actually paint the doors for me because I retro brighted these. These originally came super sun damaged and orange, and this part faded out. The two non-movable door pieces faded out. So he repainted them and added some green for the leaves. But I think it looks fabulous. This actually spins, but I'm not gonna even try it because I don't want it to fall apart. But this is the third wave of Lady Lovely Locks and really a beautiful part of my collection. Okay, so now at the bottom of the shelf, so I've covered Peppermint Rose and Lady Lovely Locks. I'm going to now cover the 2016 to 2017, 2018 Rainbow Brite collection. So this collection is predominantly all about these small plush toys called Itty Bitties, and these are the sets that were released. I have all of mine in their original packaging, so I have all of them with their original tags, and some of them were released in box sets. So Indigo, Red Butler, and their accompanying sprites came out in this box set, and Patio Green and Buddy Blue and their accompanying sprites also came in box sets. Some of these itty bitties were released in book form and attached to the cover. So we have Murky and Lurky that came out with a book, and they were attached to the cover. And I have not released them from their covers. And another one that came with a book is Stormy. So Stormy came with a Bright and Stormy show book, and she is affixed to the cover. So if it looks like I have duplicates, I do not. Some of these are what we call like special editions. So I put the common variants in the front, but in the back we have the versions that are considered limited editions. So for example, this Rainbow Brite is a limited edition Rainbow Brite, and allegedly, I don't know the exact number, but maybe only 500 or so were made of these. I don't know the specific number, but I can, if you refer back to the Itty Bitty special that I did with my friend Emily, she could tell you. And so this one, and this one had limited editions that were very, very rare, and I have them. Anything you see with like a golden limited edition tag is on the rare side. So there were two color kids that were released in limited edition, I think only online maybe. That's Shy Violet and Lala Orange, and they're a limited edition as well. If you want more details, check out the Itty Bitty special video on my channel, because Emily is the expert on Itty Bitties, because I only started collecting these Itty Bitties last year, but she actually collected them as they were being released by Hallmark. So these are all of the Itty Bitties that came out. There's also a Starlight that was released on the later side. So I'm happy to have these. Initially, I thought they were kind of strange, or at least like very stylized. I'll say that. And then because I ran out of space on this shelf, I also stuck a Puppy Brite that was released in 2017 here. My friend Bobby actually gave me this, which is a large Itty Bitty. These used to be retailing for, I think, $150, but he gave it to me as a wonderful, wonderful Christmas gift. So what you can do is you can attach these Itty Bitties on the belt. So they have like this. I have the original tag, and these are examples of how you affix the Itty Bitties on her belt. So she looks so cute, and she is about 2.5, 3 feet tall. So I keep her right next to the shelf on these 2 small steps here. Okay, so the very bottom shelf of this bookcase is more 2016 Rainbow Brite. So we have the larger dolls here, the yarn dolls. There's a Stormy, a Rainbow Brite, and a Tickled Pink. Okay, so these had very interesting faces. I think their bangs are probably too short. I did do sorry, they were released that way. I just think stylistically they were cut too short by the factory. And that's part of the design that I don't love, but I think the materials are rather nice. And I think in terms of the clothes, they are an improvement over the 1984 18-inch dolls. But the faces, some people like them, some people are not big fans. I'm somewhere in the middle. So I got these, and they all have their tags. And over here, we have the plush horses that came with each of them. So there's also the Sky Dancer, the Starlight, and the Sunriser plush horses that came out around 2017. And then we have a Twink and a Pink Sprite Delight that were released also in like 2018. My friend Emily, when she sent me, when she sent me Shy Violet and Lala Orange Itty Bitties, we did it like a trade. She also gifted me these like tree ornaments. This is a Tickled Pink ornament and a Rainbow Brite ornament. I think they're so cute. And then, I don't know why I wedged this book here, but this is a book that I got when I bought the 2004 collection from my friend Sandra in College Station. She sold this to me, and it has the original sock leg warmer. So these were cute. I just like to... I'm going to wedge it right here just because I'm limited in space. I think there's another book. No, this is a card that I got from my friend Bobby, who sent me this beautiful life-size Itty Bitty. He gave me this card, and it's like a flattened Rainbow Brite Itty Bitties. So that's cool to complete my 2016 Rainbow Brite collection. So this is the only Rainbow Brite on this shelf, but I wanted to keep them generation-wise all clustered together. All right, so now let's move on to my Rainbow Brite annex. So these are basically Rainbow Brite dolls and toys that were released outside of the 1980s and before 2016, for the most part. So let us start with talking about this up here. So this is kind of like a hodgepodge of things, actually, now that I think of it. We have a 2009 Rainbow Brite doll that's loose, and we have a 1997 Rainbow Brite doll that's loose. In front of them, what do we have here? These are posable Care Bears with their accompanying accessories. These are all the Care Bear cousins because they're my favorite, and then also a Funshine Bear. We also have the villain with his like icy beer mug thing, and a Cloud Keeper as well. So I have these posable Care Bear figures that I really, really adore. But since I have this 1997 doll, I wanted to also keep all of the 1997 collection right underneath her. So we have another variant of the 1997 Rainbow Brite. This one has a green dress. This one is a purple dress. And this one has green shoes. This one has purple shoes. Both of them do not have their smock, but all of these are, it comes with some paint and a paintbrush, because what their gimmick was that they had glow-in-the-dark paint that you could paint onto their clothes, and they were washable. So both of these loose dolls, you'll see, is that they have the pink and yellow ribbon. Pink and yellow ribbon. Their hair is blonde, but they have these like beautiful bold streaks of different colors. So what I did is I rubber banded them, because if you don't keep them separated, it just kind of bunches together and looks like a rat's tail, quite honestly. So I do have some of these dolls in boxes. This one, This one has never been removed from box, and this one, which is a super rare one, this is Sparkle Brite, an African-American doll that was released in 1997, a new character. And I think, in my opinion, she is the most rare Rainbow Brite doll to exist in any licensed product, in my opinion. So I have her in box. I got her through a family member that picked her up all the way in Rhode Island. And saved me so much money, probably like $80 in shipping by doing an in-person pickup. So I'm really happy to have this one just because it's quite rare and coveted, and she looks so unique, being that she is not only from the 1997 collection, she is the African-American doll that is very hard to find. Okay, so I have just another box here just to keep things symmetrical, but I believe this one, however, is empty. Oh, since I hid my new Barbie Shira back here just because I ran out of space and I don't have anywhere else to put her. But since we're talking about 1997, I think I'm going to move down and talk about these. So these were the smaller dolls that came out for 1997. There were 5 of them. There's Rainbow Brite, there's Indigo, there's Amber, the Latino one. There's what's this one called? Ebony, the black one. I think Indigo is supposed to be like South Asian or something ethnic like that. And I have 2 versions of the Asian one called Cerise. You notice that these are all the American released cards. This one is the European card. So they're all in the original packaging. Some of the blisters are falling apart, but I got all 6 of these. Sorry. I got 5 of these on-card figures or dolls from Paris, Lulu Berlu toy store. And I got them at a decent price. And because of all the terror stuff that happened at the same time, they had to go through my friend in Spain who sent them to me. Rosa, you are a lifesaver. And I got this one from a seller based in San Francisco. So this is Rainbow Brite, the smaller doll. I love it. I love that the 1997 collection, which is the second generation of Rainbow Brite, looks completely different. It is so reflective of the 1990s, and I'm happy to have these in my collection just because they're quite difficult to get their hands on because they did not sell well, to be honest, and they were short-lived. And these were released by a company in the United States called, here we go, Up and Away. The copyright is 1996, but they were released in 1997 and quite short-lived. But it is a moment in Rainbow Brite history for sure, and I'm just happy to be a part of that history. Okay, so moving on from 1997, we move on to from the second generation of Rainbow Brite to the third generation of Rainbow Brite, which really the license was given to a company called Toy Play in 2003, and in 2004 they started releasing toys that looked like this. So we have the larger dolls that came in 4 different characters. There was a large Rainbow Brite doll here, and there was a canary yellow that came in a large doll, a patio green that came in a large doll, and a red butler that came in a large doll. All of these came with also a free 20-minute DVD. I think the DVD, all of them had the episode Star Sprinkled, but I need to fact check that. So, yeah, so these are all in the original boxes. Some of them are missing this like little cardboard piece that says free DVD, but they're in excellent condition. Like their hair, their yarn are so beautiful still. And I just added this. This did not come with. I bought this clip-on Sprite, Lucky. They're the smallest of the sprites that came in this line, and they're quite rare to get. So I got this for like $20, and I just put her or him right here next to the large patio green. Okay, so let's move on. There's like a lot in this collection, and it's very cut and paste because they use these same 4 characters over and over and over. So if we move over here, we have a smaller version of the same thing. This is canary yellow in this like medium-sized doll, and it comes with a medium-sized sprite here. Do you see this sprite? It is a Spark. Then we have Rainbow Brite with Twink in this medium size. We have Patio Green with Lucky in this medium size. We have Red Butler with Romeo in this medium size. And I just got in the same size for the sprites. Hot Topic sold these loose ones for the blue and the purple sprites. So IQ and Champ were sold at Hot Topic separately. So I'm happy to have them, which completes the medium size plush for the sprites. So then if we move downwards, oh gosh, there's so much. We have the actual figures here. So these are the 4 figures or dolls that came with kind of like, I think they're like posable, perhaps not. This is Rainbow Brite with Twink. This is Canary Yellow with Spark, Patio Green with Lucky, and this is Red Butler with Romeo. And these sprites are hard and they light up. So their batteries probably don't work anymore, but they light up, and I have them in their original packaging. So that's cool. Again, it comes with a free DVD. I think it's all Star Sprinkled, the episode, which is a strange episode to include, quite honestly, because it's not even like one of the most classically iconic episodes. I think that those episodes would be like Beginning of Rainbow Land or Peril in the Pits, but they chose Star Sprinkled. So I have these 4, And then what else do I have? Okay, let's move on. Then down here we have, oh, I lied. So this is the, I have another one of these. So this is a Rainbow Brite and Starlight. This is the plastic PVC figure for Starlight, and a smaller version of what this looks like, I feel like. So this is, I got this on Macari just to complete, or get closer to completing the collection. So I just like plop it right here, which is a silly place to put it. But then if we look down here, they sold these medium-sized dolls in a separate box. So I have Rainbow Brite in her own box. I think these were sold at Hot Topic. So, and then there was also Patio Green, came in her separate box, but it's the same exact doll, just without the sprite. So I have these two. I think they were planning to release Canary Yellow and Red Butler also separately, but they just never did. And then they also released, 2004 had so much, but also so little. Like, it's like the same 4 characters over and over again. So I have the larger Twink plush, and then also Spark in the larger plush. So I'm missing, so things that I'm missing in this collection are, what am I missing? I'm missing Romeo in the large sprite in box. I'm missing Lucky in the large sprite in box. There was also a Puppy Brite that looks very, very similar to the 1980s version that came also in a box. And I can't see it. This is so bad. But I also have another, again, you'll see more 2000 through 2004 later on in this collection, but I do have 2 other things that I want to show you. But yeah, so this is the 2004 collection. It is probably the generation that I like the least. I just think it looks so close to the 1980s version without adding anything of interest. But the thing in 2004 was that they released a Color Castle, which is probably the most coveted and highly cherished playsets in Rainbow Brite. They also released a version of this doll called Talking Rainbow Brite, which I'm also still looking for. And she comes with, if you press a button or something, she talks and she has like many different phrases. You can get those pretty readily on eBay. I just haven't gotten around to it because it's the exact same doll except for that talking feature. So yeah, this is the 2004 Rainbow Brite, the 3rd generation of Rainbow Brite. So in the bottom of these like white shelves, I just have miscellaneous things. I have this like Rainbow Brite notebook that I got in 2024, I believe, off of Amazon. And then I have this like Journey to Rainbow Land video game that I think was a Kickstarter, and I got this from a trade with my friend Kevin in Louisiana. So you need a console, like a Nintendo console for this, but it's really nice to display. And then in the back, I just have a modern Polly Pocket. This is the Friends Polly Pocket. I just have very limited space, so I put the Rainbow Brite stuff in front of it, and it holds it, which is quite silly. And then in this like acrylic case, I have the Tonka Cupcakes dolls. I have 6 of them, and they all have their original hats. So they're all missing their purses, which are like also their combs. And then this one in the center is missing her ribbon that fastens the hat to her head. But I just got some shiny ribbon and just did it myself. I got all of these cupcakes at a doll show in Houston at the holiday market. And I got it off a seller called like My Very 80s Closet. And she's like a really good seller, and her prices are always super reasonable. I got them each for like $10. And I re-crimped their hair, cleaned their hair, and they just turned out super, super pretty and super, super nice. The thing with these dolls is that you can like flip them And then their dresses converts into a cupcake, so they can look actually like a plastic cupcake doll. Or not a doll, it's just like a cupcake, but I think they look so much cuter displayed as dolls rather than flipped into cupcakes. And they used to be scented, I believe, but none of mine smell anymore. But yeah, so that is the Tonka cupcakes and just some miscellaneous Rainbow Brite items that I kept here. So that completes these two shelves. I lied, clearly, because I didn't go over my 2009 Rainbow Brite, so I'm going to do that right now. Right, I thought I was done with this shelf, but I'm clearly not. So after 1997 and after 2004, the 5th generation of Rainbow Brite, I believe. Yes, this was the 2nd generation. This was the 3rd generation. So this is the 4th generation. So sorry, 4th generation Rainbow Brite, 2009 to 2010. There was a company called Playmates that got the license for these dolls. Okay? And they released a large Rainbow Brite doll, and they released 3 dolls, Rainbow Brite, Tickled Pink, and Moonglow, and they were reimagined totally. So they look totally different, just like the 1997, and they came with like 2 short webisodes that were released on a website. And the webisodes are quite poor. The animation was very amateurish, and the episodes were very short and, I don't want to say it, just like not a very good quality, but I'm sure back in the day, the Flash website was cool to look at. But the thing that I love most about this collection is not these like medium-sized doll or even the large doll. It's all in the animals, the pets, right? So they released 3 horses, hard body horses. There was a Starlight, there was a Sunriser, Tickled Pink's horse, and Moonglow's horse, Shimmer. This is a new character that was introduced in the 2009 collection. The 2009 collection was supposed to mark the 25th anniversary, just like the 2004 collection was supposed to mark the 20th anniversary. So these horses are very stylized and very, very interesting looking. I think they're adorable, and they're very hard to find in their original packaging. I got this from my friend Ryan, who I sold them to me because he had duplicates, and they're just amazing. So the hardest thing and my favorite thing in this entire 2009-2010 collection are these plush sprites. So they released these 3 sprites, the blue one, the pink one, and the white one, and they were only released in Mexico. So I got my Mexican sprites. They're called Mexican sprites. I got them from a friend who was traveling to Mexico and got them for me. Basically from a flea market, and I'm so appreciative. They're very difficult to find, and they can run for a shiny penny, but they're adorable. They have these like really humanistic, realistic faces that some people think, oh my gosh, they look so strange, but their strangeness adds to their uniqueness, which adds to their value. And so this is Twinkle. I think it's supposed to be Twink, but they called him Twinkle. This one is, I think, called Twilight, perhaps. And then this is like the Night Sprite, the blue one that goes with Moonglow. So cute, so unique, and I cherish them. They're like my favorite things from the 2009 collection. So yeah, this is my 2009 collection. I almost forgot about it because I stacked these up against the top of this shelf. So let me back up so you can see this is basically like considered my Rainbow Brite annex, because it's like all of the Rainbow Brite toys that are often forgotten about when talking about Rainbow Brite, but they reflect different periods of time in Rainbow Brite. This is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation, and in my opinion, they're one of the rare generations to acquire in terms of collecting, just because they weren't, at the time, they didn't perform very well in terms of sales, so they had very short blips in the timeline of Rainbow Brite history. So let me know if you have any questions about these. I could do a deeper dive, but I do have closer videos on each of these collections if you want to double click on them. I just love them, and let me know if you have any additional questions after you watch those videos. So yeah, this is the Rainbow Brite Annex. All right, so now we are going to move over to this part of the room, and I have two small half-sized Billy bookcases that I am featuring a lot of different franchises here. So we'll start with this shelf and talk about Hasbro's 1986 Moondreamers. So Moondreamers was a doll line that was released kind of in the middle of the run of My Little Ponies Generation 1. And I collected these toys rather late. I only started collecting in December of 2025. So just 2 months ago, I started collecting these, and this is my kind of tour of my Moondreamers shelf. So let's start at the bottom. We have Crystal Star, so she's the leader of the bunch, and she has this beautiful look. She's pink hair, a iridescent pink outfit with a lot of metallics, really cute pink shoes, and they all of these dolls have this like see-through blue doll stand, which I adore. And the thing about these dolls is they glow in the dark, which I think is fabulous. This is Stargazer. She's probably my favorite of the dolls. I think her look is just so beautiful and sharp. She has like pastel pink hair, this like dome shape mask at the top that has this like iridescent rainbow glow. She has a star on her eye. There's a variant without the star on her eye, and this really beautiful cape that has like this really darling pattern. And underneath, she has this like slip-on iridescent purple dress. She has these tights. They all have tights, I think. And then her shoes are so unique. And I had to procure these shoes separately because I originally bought them incorrectly with the wrong shoes. So her shoes have this like kind of like twirl at the end. And they're this like orange color. So all of these dolls have jewels and a string so that you could wear the jewel on your person. And I have all of them, luckily. So I can show you where I keep those and how I store those at a later time. But the next doll I'm going to show you is Stargazer. She has blue hair and this like almost like a fortune teller-esque headband and a metallic frilly pink dress with a capette. And she also has leggings that are kind of nude color, slightly pink, and this purplish pink moon-shaped shoe. So that is Whimsy. Did I call her Stargazer? Her name is Whimsy. This is Stargazer. This is Whimsy. And this one is called Sparky. And Sparky has kind of like a mullet-esque blonde hairstyle. And she has these like ridiculous pink glasses. She comes with this like outfit that's like a jumpsuit that's like very shiny and blue with some pink accents. All of them are glow in the dark, and her thing is she has like these like socks that are lined with silver, and these like pink tennis shoes. So then, who else do we have? From the regular Moon Dreamers, we have Buckaroo. He has really like rough and tumble hair, in my opinion, but he also has this like very cute, princely jumpsuit. It's silver, and he has a top that is this like shiny aqua, and his hair is out of control. It just looks kind of silly, but he does have a really strange looking face. I can't say anything nice about this guy, but he is the only male doll in this line, and he has these like light golden shoes. Then we have the two Starfinders. We have Blinky on Ursa the bear, and Blinky is so cute. She's probably my second favorite after Stargazer. She has like this beautiful pastel pink hair with this like moon-shaped headband, a really cute pink outfit with silvery shimmery leggings, some light blue shoes, and Ursa the bear is her guardian. She's just really pretty. This nice rubbery texture. It almost looks like it belongs as like a pony friend, but I love that she has this like painted on pink backside and the saddle that attaches, and she also is glow in the dark with all of these like light yellow stars. Then in the back we have this is not Blinky. This is it's been a while since I've talked about these. This is Rory the lion, and what is her name? It's gonna come to me. She is a doll that is accompanying Blinky as well. It's not Oopsie, but she is also super cute. Has this really nice outfit. Bitsy's her name. She's really shy, and I also forgot her name, but sorry, Bitsy. She has this like metallic-y outfit and light yellow shoes. She's also so beautiful. And Rory, her guardian, is just so a nice compliment to her because he is very outgoing and brave. So then, what else do we have? We have our villainess in the back here. This is Scowleen. Scowleen is freaking amazing. She has this like lime green hair. I still have the factory curls on her, and she has this really bold cape robe that is like purple and iridescent, like hunter green, and a lot of fuzzy fur, purple fur. She has these slippers, and unlike the other Moon Dreamers, her stand is this like citrine yellow, and she is just so diva. I love her. I have some of the accompanying figures. This is a snoozer, obviously missing some of his accessories, but I got him in a lot. And we have two sleep creeps. Okay, the first one is has a flashlight, and there's some rub on his nose, but I got him for a very good price. I need to glue on his tail and clean some of the flocking off, but I like the pink. And in the back, we have another sleep creep, and the accessory that comes with this one are these lime green shoes. Nice green eyes with like the blue eyeshadow and purple pants and propeller hat. This is a mini bear, a mini Ursa, I want to say, that comes with this playset. So I'm going to talk about the playsets a little bit now. I'm going to back up and show you everything. So I got both of these playsets off of Facebook Marketplace, but for both of them, I had to get someone in the state to ship them to me. So I had to furiously try to find friends and make friends quickly, because I got this Moon Dreamer Dream Central. This is very, very rare. Complete ones go for over $500 US. I got mine, I think I paid like $40 for it, but I paid my friend an extra like $60 in a gift to ship it to me. So in all All in all, I probably paid like $110 to get this shipped over to me. It didn't have all of the pieces. Like I was missing one of these yellow strands for the swing. So I got that from another seller in Canada. So I bought a lot of that with that in it for like $40, honestly, but it had other stuff. Like I think this came with it. And I did a trade with my friend Eli, who is Rose Petal Collector on Instagram, for this telescope. So I retro-brighted that. I retro-brighted all of these pieces, and also Eli also gave me 2 of these like pieces and this rope, because I was missing this rope. And I think Eli also gave me this paint can. So that's really, really nice of him. And I love it. So I have this Moondreamers. I haven't yet tried to light it up, but it does glow in the dark. And my friend Jay told me all the instructions on how to replace the battery and the light bulb. So I have that ordered. It's like really downstairs. I just need to unscrew it, and I love it. So this is the Dream Central. It is basically where all the magic happens, and there's a back door here that has like a tiny room. And then this is the drawer and a table. You see the table behind him. And there's the switch to turn on the Dream Central lights once everything is set up. This is the swing, the telescope. This is the Dream Machine. It lights up. It has the original sticker. And then this is the seat that comes with it. And all of these like little trinkets come with the Dream Central. There's so many freaking pieces. But I like that it has this like really pretty light purple exterior, and this sticker is just so minty and beautiful. It has a topper as well, and then this should close completely. So that is the Dream Central. Let me back up and show you the Drifter. So this is the Drifter playset. It is a boat that floats in the sky, and it has stars that glow in the dark. Some of the star stickers are fallen off, but they are original to the set. And there's a back door here, this pink door that opens up, and then you can pull it out, and there's a bed with this like iridescent bed sheet. It's really nice. I have the original sail here that has the star and the flag, and another big flag that has the original glow-in-the-dark stickers. And then we have all of these accessories in the front. We have these little tiny pastel pink, teal, and purple beds. This is like the little panel where you can control the Drifter. It comes with this little bear, which is on this yellow seat. There are 3 of these like little topper things that you can switch and replace. I just knocked over Blinky, whoopsies. And it's just super nice. It has a front as well, so you can see the front and the back. It's super nice. I elevated it just because I want it all to be, let me try to get Blinky back in order here. She's looking kind of raggedy now, but Blinky, you okay, girl? She's like leaning against the telescope. All right, I'll deal with you later. So yeah, that is my Moondreamers collection. Do you guys like? Oh wait, I didn't even show you. This is probably the rarest doll that I have in my collection. This is in my Moondreamers collection. This is Galaxia the Dragon, which I finally have her with her necklace. Do you see the necklace? And I have Celeste with her shoes, leggings, and her headband. So the things that I'm missing to complete this, I am missing the ribbon. It has this like light lavender ribbon, 2 hair barrettes, and a comb for Celeste, and also a wand that doesn't really clip on, but she does have a wand. So that is my Moondreamers. Do you guys like? I know that Blinky fell over, but she should theoretically be there. Okay, so now I get to just talk about Spectra. So Spectra was a line of dolls that was released by Mattel in 1987. Copyright was 1986. There were 5 dolls that were released in Spectra, and this is the main character. This is Spectra. She is an alien from the planet Shimmeron, and all of their bodies are chrome, but they have humanoid, flesh-colored faces. So let me show you how I displayed Spectra. So Spectra has, again, 5 dolls and a pet, and she also has a playset and 2 accompanying accessory fidget toys. So let me go over the dolls here. We have Astro Gold. Sorry, this is Astro Gold. This is Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet has purple hair and this beautiful iridescent yellow fabric outfit. And she has this like gossamer, translucent hair ribbon. And her body is this like silvery chrome. And everything is lacy, spacey, out of this world. So there's lace on her capris. Then we have the African-American doll called Style of Blue. She is black, so she has a dark complexion, but a beautiful, beautiful, like pink, shiny, metallic-y outfit. It's a dress and some lacy leggings. Her hair is like blue, but tinseled. She still has some ribbons in her hair. It's like this frilly metallic ribbon that's lace, and her hair is straight out of the packaging, so she still has like the ribbons in her hair. I also have Spark the dog. So this dog is a Spectra's dog. It obviously is a robotic dog. It actually used to wind up, but she doesn't wind and dine anymore. So she just, but she does roll. So let me see if I can get her to roll. She still has like the wheels on her. I got this for a pretty good price on eBay. Everything here is from eBay. So this is Tom Comet. This is the love interest of Spectra. He's the only male figure. He is gorgeous. He has like this really styled, slicked, hardened hair that's coiffed meticulously. He almost looks like a gym character because he has this like mesh pink top that is completely see-through and somewhat inappropriate, Tom. And these really bi-colored purple and pink pants that look like leather pants, but they're just really pristine, really iridescent and shiny and shimmery. And he has these shoes. So all of them come with shoes. And I believe that some of them were not manufactured with earrings. She actually has a variant that has earrings, and I believe Astro Gold and Style Blue, some of them have earrings as well. Mine does not even have the holes to have the earrings. So this is Astro Gold. She has like this like platinum blonde color that's like very tinseled. All their hair is super tinseled. So she has this like lacy blue bow that's in a like, her hairstyle is like in this updo. She has a really pretty light blue dress that has a V-neck, and her body is also silver and metallic, chromed, and then she has like these lacy leggings and yellow shoes. It's almost very complementary colors because she has the yellow outfit even though her hair is yellow, and then she has the blue outfit even though her hair is like this a purple color. And then the shoes are just the inverse of what you might actually think. This is yellow shoes with Astro Gold. And their faces, if you look at their faces, they have like stars and hearts, and I think their bodies, the body mold is from 1974 or 73. I think it's from, like the Sweethearts family or something like that. But there's like 10 points of articulation, but the wrists and the feet do not articulate. So don't try. And here is the main character. This is Spectra. She has like pink hair that's tinseled and in this long updo. She has like white lace throughout. It almost looks bridal. And her body is chrome, but it's like this like millennium pink. And she has pink shoes and lace throughout her body. So let me show you how I designed this diorama because I'm really proud of it. I'm going for this like 1980s mall culture aesthetic, we have a Barbie playset. I think this is the Bubbling Spa. So it looks like they're just like walking around in the mall, and there's this like, you know, the central fountain in the mall. And I have all of these like aquarium glow-in-the-dark plants throughout. This is very giving 80s mall vibes. And in the back, we have like even like the ice cubed wall that is very reflective of 1980s interior design. I love these plants. This came with the Barbie playset. I have these like sunglasses, some random purses. And then this is a playset that just screams 1980s. So we have Astrogold and Tom just sitting perched on the second floor balcony area of this mall. And there is like a little shop down here with black and white tiles. Again, the icy cubed aesthetic. And then over here we have a little cafe. So we have Astrogold upstairs with Tom. We have Styla Blue and Ultraviolet chilling by the fountain with Sparky the dog. And then we have Spectra herself just in the cafeteria area at the food court, grabbing some like maybe a coffee or a soda and maybe a bagel at the food court. And she has this like leopard print purse and this like cafe sign. It's just so 80s. Everything's neon and fresh. I just love the way it looks. And once I turn on the lights, it's just really gonna sparkle. And I have both of these kind of like littered with the fairy lights because I think it just looks so good together. So I love this vision of like these alien teenagers coming from Cimarron to, I don't know, New Jersey, America, shopping at the sort of the Freehold Mall or something, and really enjoying themselves and immersing themselves in American teenage culture. What do you guys think of this diorama? I just really love it. Okay, I turned on the lights so you can actually see the vibe that I'm trying to go for. So again, this is the Spectra diorama. With the lights, you can really see the vision that I'm going for here with the mall. It's like completely 80s, completely retro, and I just completely adore how these like multicolored pastel lights, the fairy lights, just glimmers against the tinsel in all of their hair. So fabulous, and it builds this environs and this like ambiance that is just so nostalgic to me. It feels very like American mall culture. And these lights just like also runs all the way up, and the Moon Dreamers playset just looks completely darling with these lights as well, because it looks like they're just floating in the sky. It feels like you're in space, and there's the Drifter and the Dream Central that just is so emergent against the celestial night sky. What do you guys think? Do you think these playsets are successful? These dioramas are successful? I just adore them with these two toy lines. Okay, so now that I covered the Moon Dreamers and Spectra, I'm going to really dive deep into My Little Ponies. So My Little Ponies is a collection that initially, and it probably still is super daunting to me. It is very intimidating to even begin to broach the topic of collecting these ponies, just because there's so much mythology, there's so much inherent knowledge that gets refined and cultivated after years, if not decades, of collecting. So I just dove straight in, and these are more or less my first 100 or so ponies, and I collect them for a very inexpensive price. On average, I spend $5 or $6 on each pony. So that is why I am by no means an expert, and I don't proclaim to be. And I will let you know whether I spend more or less on certain ponies. So let's go over it. I have 3 shelves dedicated to My Little Ponies, and for the most part, I use kind of like tiered acrylic stands. but sometimes I just use simple risers and it achieves a very similar effect. For the most part, these ponies are organized chronologically rather than by pose. However, I do make certain exceptions if stylistically I prefer to place certain ponies closer to one another. So in the center here, these are the first ponies that were released. So rather than having them start over here, I decided to focus on the collector pose ponies, placing them in the center view, just because I think the colors are so attractive. So as you see here, starting from around here to here, these are the original 6 mail order ponies. So they have concave feet rather than flat feet, but I think they're so beautiful. And these have their original ribbons, which I'm very pleased with. I got these in a set from someone in Georgia, and she sold me the majority of my collection. So I style my ponies with a lot of conditioner and a lot of dish soap. So their hair is very shiny and it's very stylized. I know some people rather prefer a factory look or a lightly touched look. I like mine slicked, polished, and just very, very aggressively stylized. But it's all based on your preference. So I start with the collector pose ponies here. The bottom shelves, the bottom row here are mainly baby ponies. However, starting over here, we have more or less in chronological order. You see that there's like Applejack. We see down here, we have some of the first unicorn ponies and some of the first Pegasus ponies. And then, so this is Firefly, we see Medley, all these like initial year 2 unicorns and Pegasus. Then these two are rainbow ponies. So the rainbow ponies are starting to flutter in. And then we have the Bubbles and Seashell. So these are the sitting pose ponies. Then we have Cherry's Jubilee. And then again, the collector pose pony, the baby ponies here. But then over here, I'm mainly devoting it to, we see some unicorns. So here, unicorns. But over here, we start seeing some other kind of earth ponies that are very common. So there's like Posy. We see there's a unicorn. But down here, this is when we start seeing the twinkle-eyed ponies. And they're beautiful. And see, we see Fizzy, we see Tic-Tac-Toe, and then there's some rainbow ponies that are still emergent here. And we have a giraffe. We have a giraffe pony friend here. So that's kind of my logic for the first shelf. I think it looks really nice. It's very colorful. It's a little condensed, but I tried my best to make it work. And then as we go chronologically onwards, this is the second row, the second shelf. So we see here, what do we see here? We have the sparkle ponies all together. You see, these are the sparkle ponies, and I love the sparkle ponies. I devoted this centerfold to the sparkle ponies. Then we have the Prance and Dance ponies right here. Do you see the Prance and Dance ponies? And then all of the baby ponies are right here, down here. And then we have, just in order, some Big Brother ponies here, some unicorn ponies here. And then over here, we have the Sunday Best ponies. We have the Princess ponies, ringlets. And then over here, we have kind of the later release ponies over here. And these have factory curls, which I usually don't keep, but they were just so beautiful to ruin. And then the baby ponies are all in the front, but then the flutter ponies are here. Some of these were gifts from my friend Jay, and some of them I styled and purchased myself for like $5. They don't have even reproduction rings, only this one does. I don't have any with the original wings. This is Morning Glory, probably my favorite flutter pony. And then we have, of course, the Christmas pony. And then the Sweetheart Sisters, which are, I just love the style of them. And Jay just sent me some reproduction lace that he dyed himself. So I'm going to tie them and they're going to look so, so gorgeous. So that is the logic. This cranberry muffins. I just love it. So this is really a beautiful shelf with lots of vibrant colors. It's kind of tiered upwards this way. There's no color story. It is grouped kind of by series. And then let's move down to the bottom shelf. So the bottom shelf, we have the bride pony. We have here in this area, these are the tropical ponies. Like we see Hula Hula, we see Sea Breeze. We have my only flocked So Soft pony here. The Rock and Beat ponies here. Lil Pocket. That's the only pocket pony, and it does have the coin, which I think is so special. I paid more for this one. I think I paid $50 for this one just because I think it's such a cool gimmick. We have Fifi, twice as fancy. We have Sun Dazzler here, some baby sea ponies. We have a cradle with the baby pony here, another duplicate flutter pony. Jay gave me that one, but it's in such better condition than the one I have. I have 3 adult sea ponies with their shells and all their accessories. They look gorgeous. I love them. And then these are the 4 perfume ponies that I have. So that's the logic. So these are kind of like the more expensive ponies that I own. Because I paid like maybe $20 for each one of these and like $10 or $15 for these, $50 for this. And I paid like maybe $30 for each one of these perfume puff ponies. And then these I got in a set for like $100 for all the shells and all the accessories. And then these were, all the sparkle ponies were also like maybe 20 or 25 a piece. But then for the majority of everything else, they were all $5. So I'm really proud of myself. I got this one in person. I found this at a toy store. What else did I get in person? There's maybe a handful of others. Some of the baby ponies I got in person. I got my Fizzy in person in a garage, which I'm really proud of. And here, the reason why this is a family. So I think this is Bright Bouquet, Daddy Bright Bouquet, Mommy Bright Bouquet, and then this is the baby. Love it. So yeah, that's my logic for my My Little Pony. And this was a Christmas gift from Jay. This is obviously the doll, Megan, and Sun Dancer. I don't know the name actually. And then it has the original bridle. I haven't removed it because I'm just too scared. It just looks so minty. So I just leave it right here. And then I'm going to show you how I did my Paradise Estate. As you know, Paradise Estate, released in the mid-80s, was the largest, ginormous My Little Pony Generation 1 playset. It sprawls. So there's like literally like 8 different sections to this, and it sprawls out, and it could cover basically 2 coffee tables. So my logic was, because I have these half shelves and this kind of sloped ceiling, I'm just going to lean them in a row against the top of these Billy bookshelves, and I think it looks fabulous. So I have all of the furniture pieces inside. So I bought this locally. I bought this, I lied. Ignore that. I did not buy it locally. I paid probably like $90 for shipping on eBay, but I got, I paid only like $100 for the Paradise Estate, and it turned out fabulously. It was very, very orange, but I got to retro bright it, and now it looks pink again. Really pretty in pink. And I just love the way that it just positions, because if you open inside, you can see all the furniture that's inside here. And then this is the main gate. If you open the main gate, inside we have the fairy tale birds that I keep here in the furniture. And there's some Rose Petal Place furniture here, but there's all the lawn furniture. This is another gift from my friend Jay, Molly, and the baby pony that she comes with. And then this is the pool area, and oh my gosh, I love this. This is my favorite part. So I string these fairy lights all over it, so at night it glows and it looks like an actual pool party inside the pool area. What do we have here, guys? Excuse me. We have the Bubbles Belle. So these were a doll series that were meant to be played in water, released in 1990, from the same mold as the Kenner line Rose Petal Place. Amazing. We have Coral, we have Flora, and we have Pearl. Okay? Coral, Flora, Pearl. So I'm missing Sabrina, and I have some of their combs here on the pool jumping thing. And then these seahorses were retro-brighted beyond belief, and they look perfect. These were all the flowers that came with the original Paradise Estate, not missing a single stalk. I love it. And then the rest of the Paradise Estate extends here. All of the furniture's here. So this is the baby cradle. And then if you open in here, it's full. It's like a kitchen, dining room. Here's the stereos, changing table, fridge, sink, and then gorgeous. It even has the original outside awnings. And then we have one more over here. So this is the last of the Paradise Estate. Isn't it cool? Do we like this? Do we like the way I did this? If not, let me know, and I'm still gonna keep it because I personally adore it. Okay, and this is how it looks with the lights on. Gorgeous, right? I just love the way everything just glows alit with all of the lights. And at night with all these like other lights on, it just really sparkles. I bought this heart for $7 from a local seller because I needed it to make it look complete. The Bubbles Bells are chilling in the pool. We have the Paradise Estate fully decked out. And then it extends all the way over here. And then here, I have two more My Little Pony playsets. This is the, what do you call this? The Slipper, which is an ice cream shop that I retro-brighted all of the pieces. It's an ice cream shop. I'm missing scoops, but all the stickers, all the pieces are here. It's gorgeous. This is glue. I might try to remove it, but this is Baby Bonnet School of Dance. Gorgeous. All totally complete. All the accessories. And this is the little pony that comes with the playset. I adore it. This handle broke, but literally I had someone help me glue it together, so it's perfect now. And then inside this, you see the Labubu in the back? These are some of my box Labubus that I keep in the corner here. All the furniture is there. And you see here, these are my Labubus. It was a dark period of my life, but I have the original 3 series complete. Okay? This is Big Into Energy, Macaroon, and then this is the Have a Seat Labubus that I got in a whole case from Pop Mart. So that is kind of my Hasbro My Little Pony area. I didn't want to go over the couch, but I do have another playset here. This is the Perfume Palace. It is complete and gorgeous. Since I'm in this area, I'm just gonna cover this. This is a triangular section that I just needed to resolve spatially. So I have the modern gem doll there. And then I have, what is this, guys? This is the Lady Lovely Locks castle, which I always thought was strange because it almost feels like a garden scene more than a castle. But all of the pieces are here except for the swings. I just don't have a good place for the swings. We have Silky Mane the horse. I'm almost using this castle kind of like a stable. We have Silky Pup, and I keep all of my spare pixie tails here. And in this very corner, I have 3 or 4 boxed fashions for Lady Lovely Lux that I have not opened. But I just think this is just a super nice contained area. I have another Fairy Tales bird here, some box Labubu. This is the last section of the Paradise Estate. But I thought this was a really nice use of the space to conclude my Lady Lovely Locks collection. What do you guys think? So now I'm gonna cover Strawberry Shortcake, and then I'm gonna go over Rose Petal Place. Okay, get ready for it. So starting with Strawberry Shortcake. These are the early 1980s dolls, right? We have Mint Tulip, Blueberry Muffin, Orange Blossom, Strawberry Shortcake herself, Lemon Meringue, Huckleberry Pie. We have Angel Cake. Is that Angel Cake? Oh my gosh, I forgot all of these names. Raspberry Tart. And in the front, we have kind of more the international dolls. We have, this is a 2016. She's kind of tilted backwards. Oh, Tea and Honey. We have Almond Tea. We have Cherry Cuddler. No, Apple Dumpling. And then we have Lime Chiffon. We have the Pie Man, and of course, Sour Grapes with custom molded snake and berry bird. I need to put in the actual pets that I actually bought later on. And then here we have some play sets. We have this is the PVC cabinet that I actually keep the micro chibis in. And then there are some actual vintage PVC figures, including this Lime Chiffon one. And then that's, what is that? I think that's Cherry Cuddler. And then we have kind of the repros. This is a Strawberry Shortcake. This is the, oh my gosh. Pudding one, a plum pudding from 2023. And then we have some of the play sets. This is the carousel. This is the trolley. I put some random accessories in here. And then these are pieces for the berry house, I think. I just think it's so cute. To be honest, Strawberry Shortcake isn't my #1 favorite franchise, but I did get a lot of these locally on Facebook Marketplace. This is the garden house, the gazebo. There might be a figure in there, also on the hammock. And then down here we have this little cart with the horse. I styled the hair really nicely. These green fences are actually from My Little Pony, but I just think they look so cute. This is the ballerina dancing Strawberry Shortcake. These are the modern. This is TLS Strawberry Shortcake. This is Altilia 2016. These are some of the fake Lego sets that I got from Five Below. The snail cart, and then a journal. So this is my 3 small Strawberry Shortcake shelves. But I do have the berry house. So let me show you the berry house. Boom, boom. This is the berry house. I found this locally. I drove an hour to get it. I paid $350 and I retro-brited it for 2 weeks, if you can believe it. It has new stickers for the most part. So these stickers are original, but all the other stickers I redid. I redid all the other stickers. So, do we like this? So this is the Berry Happy Home. It's very rare to get that in person in Texas, but I retro-brited all of this. This was so orange. You can watch my video in which I retro-brited it. And all the stickers are brand new down here. It's gorgeous. It's very, very large. It's probably too large. So I keep it on this coffee table. It makes it a perfect space to arrange it, but it is very, very large. And if I have guests over, I don't know where to put it. So let's take a look at the inside of it. Okay, get ready. I have to move this big light. So the inside of the Berry Happy Home looks like this. So all of the furniture is here for the most part. All the common pieces. Took me forever to collect all of this. I don't have any of the attic furniture because those sets are very rare, but everything else I have. So I have the kitchen, I have the living room. This is a remote for my lights, and even the cupboard, the bowls, oh my gosh, collecting those bowls, all the rugs, and the bathroom set with the towel. Very difficult to find all of these pieces, but it was fun to collect, and now I have it, so I'm very, very pleased. Let me just twirl back to the front. When I'm like doing videos on YouTube, I just put the thing that I'm about to discuss right here. So pretty, and I'm very happy that I have this, though it is quite large. That's the only drawback. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite franchises, Rose Petal Place. This is my Rose Petal Place collection. It is this upper shelf area right here, and this 1, 2, so 3 shelves of Rose Petal Place, okay? The bottom shelf is unrelated, but I will discuss it also. So the top part of Rose Petal Place is a diorama that I built to feature this lovely rose petal cottage. It is in the shape of a teapot. The back is a hand-painted, hand-drawn illustration to create the vibe. So we have the Rose Petal Place sign and the house in the background, some trees, even the fountain, the little fish fountain. We have another tree here, some mushrooms, some daffodils. I think it just accompanies the girlies so well. So up here, these flower girls have supplemental flowers in addition to their standard flowers. I just think that they needed more oomph, so I added the oomph, and hopefully they look good. This is supposed to be a tree, but it's really a pot that I just threw on some fake plants. And we have some florals here, just to create this ambiance. This is on some foam, some green foam, florist foam. And then this is a pleated skirt that was modeled to look like the toy show, the original toy show table that had this like same pink pastel frilly pleated skirt on the table. So that was the vibe. We have the girlies, we have orchid, we have daffodil, we have lily fair. All of them have supplemental flowers in their hair. We have rose petal, we have sunny sunflower, we have iris, and then we also have some of the porcelain ceramic figures here. This is Pitter Pat, this is the tree, Elmer the tree, and it's just really pretty. The one thing that I wish that I still have is I have a sticker to go here. I need to add that. And I would ideally love, absolutely adore, having some stairs. Some stairs that go down just like in the TV animated show. That would be a dream. So let us go down now to the second level. The second level is also a hand illustration. So I hand drew this from a card that my friend Eli sent me. A scan of a card. And this is supposed to be Nestina's castle. So Nestina's castle goes right here. This is the entrance. It's like a can with like a fishing reel. A lot of spider webs. This tree with leaves. And then over here, this is the fence. And then this is like the nice area. This is the fountain area where Rose Petal lives. The back is where it gets swampy and gross. That's where Nestina lives. And this is supposed to be Nestina's castle. It's supposed to look gloomy and doomy. There's a paint can. There's a bunch of poison bottles, a flask for poison, a bunch of like weeds. We have a poison bottle here. More just like florals that come out. It looks like reeds. So cool. I have a fashion here. And then I have some of the ceramic figures. This is Petey Centipede. We have the snail. We have Tumbles the hedgehog. I have another spare lily fair just thrown in there. I don't know why. This is the head bitch in charge. This is Nestina the spider. She looks gorgeous. She has her capette. She has her full dress. And then up here, we have more fashions on card in the back. We have Rose Petal with her original flower headdress. And she's in her car. This is the Cars Mobile that has the teardrop, and it's gorgeous. Down here, we have more florals. This is more of the floral arrangement that I added just to set the scene. We have some additional stands in the back. The furniture that goes with the color cottage, sorry, not the color cottage, the rose petal cottage. And then we have the porcelain figures here. Rose petal, sunny sunflower, daffodil, orchid, iris. And then this is my most coveted Rose Petal Place item. This is the jewelry trinket box. And I got this off of an auction that I had to hire someone to go pick up in West Virginia. So a really coveted, beautiful item. She's reading a book. I love it. So the only ceramic piece that I'm missing, I believe, in this size, I think it's made by Royal Orleans, is Lily Fair. So if you guys see Lily Fair, I would love to have her. It would complete my porcelain ceramic collection. And then this floor, this level, is all my in-box Rose Petal Place. According to my friend, this is the Canadian boxes. So all of these boxes have the Canadian names, and they just look fabulous. I just absolutely adore them. I hide some Funko Pops in the back just because I just hate the way that Funko Pops look. They're like Rainbow Brite Funko Pops that I never want to see. So that is my Rose Petal Place collection. What do you guys think? I'm really proud of my Rose Petal Place collection just because even though I don't have like the most stuff, I think that the hand-drawn, personalized watercolors add to the aesthetic, and it creates a universe onto itself. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so this is the rest of my collection, and we've covered this, we've covered this, we've covered this, we've covered this. So now I'm gonna go and discuss Polly Pocket, and then we'll finish off with my massive vintage Rainbow Brite collection at the very, very end. How about that? So we'll start with this bookshelf here, which is Polly Pocket, Wee Little Miss, and Cherry Mary Muffin. All right, so let's take a look at my Polly Pocket collection. I'm gonna open up these glass doors. These are from IKEA. They're called Hogbo. So the way that I chose to organize my Polly Pocket collection is the first two shelves are all about Polyville. So Polyville was called Tiny World in England when it was under Bluebird Toys. And then it's called, in the United States, it's called Polyville. So these first two shelves are all about Polyville or Tiny World. And then the last two shelves are my other compacts that are considered vintage. And then these are kind of later releases or Disney playsets or more modern Polly Pocket. Okay, so let's get started. The way that I chose to organize the Polly Pockets are more or less chronological, starting with like the 1993 sets and then ending towards the 1995 sets. We have here Light Up Wedding Chapel. We have the bay window. We have kind of the smaller cottages here, the pet store, the toy store. This is the Light Up Schoolhouse. This is the Light Up Pizzeria. Drive-in burger stand. This is the nursery. Beach cafe, summer cottage or summer house. This is the Light Up Magical Mansion, which is amazing and big. This is Palm Tree. This is the Light Up Hotel, or in England, I think it's called the Light Up Villa. I did a video tour on this. I did a video tour on the wedding chapel, and that's about it. So let's go on to the next shelf. We have the Light Up Bridal Salon, Treehouse, Grandma's Cottage. This is, I think, wedding salon. No, this is the bridal salon. I don't know. Is this the dress shop? Maybe dress shop. Then what is this? Sorry, this is the dance studio. This is the dress shop. This is the ice cream parlor. This is scented. It's scented and smells like strawberries. This is the clubhouse, a very fun set. This is the shady tree. I want to say that's shady tree. This is the light up supermarket, a really fun set that also lights up. I want to do a tour of this one eventually. These are the Polly on the Goes. This is RV. This is something else. This is Polly's. This is the magnetic set. I forgot what it's called, but it's really fun. I'll show you in a little bit. This is the 1995 bowling alley. This is the 1995 children's hospital. Both really fun sets. This one lights up. They're the two most expensive sets that I have. I paid $300 for each one. I know that's a lot of money, but it is very, very rare to get these complete. So I'm happy to have them in my collection. Oh, shoot. I forgot to turn the lights. So yeah, let me turn on the lights, make this actually totally nice and ready for you to look at. Sometimes I don't want it to be on auto. So this is a freebie toy that I got from the seller that I paid for the bowling alley from the Philippines. This is a magnetic set. So what you do is you take the figure. Where's the Polly? Does anyone see the Polly anywhere? Okay, I think the Polly's in here. So you move this turnstile, and the Polly can go around to all of the various pieces. So like, see, this is so charming. She can go over here, spin around, go back. It's all controlled by this like little joystick here. She can even go into the Polly's boutique. And then she can leave, come back out. It's really cool. I love it. I should do a full video on this one as well. It's not called Polly's Dream World. I forgot. Magical Moving Polly World, I think it's what it's called. It's amazing. I love it. And does this have a light? Yeah. So let me see if that is on. So these are all my like uniquely shaped Pollys. This is the first Polly pocket that I got. I think it's one of the first ones. Starlight Castle. It's amazing. It lights up. This is Star Bright Dinner Party. Also lights up. Amazing. This is Fairy Fashion Show. Something like that. No, it's Fairy Light Wonderland. Fairy Wonderland. It lights up. It's one of my favorite sets. I did a deep dive on this one. I did a deep dive on this one. I did a deep dive on that one. This is Sparkling Mermaid Adventure from 1995. I did a deep dive on this one. This is the Enchanted Island Storybook. This is Sweet Treat Shop. I did a video on this one. It's very rare, especially to find it with the key. I got a steal on this one. The key is very hard to find, especially when not chewed up. I have two other Enchanted storybooks. One is like the Glitter Snowland, and then the other is Glitter Island. These are part of the 1996. This is, what is it called? It's Crystal something. I have it in box, actually. This is Sweet Roses, which is part of the same line. Is it called Crystal Palace or Star Bright? Starshine Palace is what it's called, and it's hard to find with the topper and all the pieces. This is the Magic Ball, or sometimes colloquially called the Crystal Ball. This one is amazing. I want to do a deep dive on this one. This is quite rare. Mine is complete except for the locket. I need to find the locket for it. This is the beauty case. This is swim and surf or something like that. This is the Fountain Fantasy. I just call it Lily Pad. These are kind of the smaller like trinkets, rings and whatnot. This is a locket. This is like Pony Sisters. This is a bracelet. This is oh my god, I'm so bad with names now. It has its original chain. It has like a really cute snow scene. These are the stampers. I have the babysitter stamper and the other one. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. Babysitter and maybe school. One of those. I forgot what it's called. I haven't reviewed these in so long. And this is where I keep primarily all my like traditional compacts. So I have the petal shaped ones, the star shaped ones. One of these is called Fairy Fantasy. I know that. It's like maybe the purple one. And the other one has this like rainbow theme that's really nice. This is Fifi's Parisian Apartment. This is Nancy's Wedding. I don't have the ring for that one. This is Ice Skating. This is Ballerina, Grand Ballet maybe. This is like the one with the ski. Sorry, the water ski. This is like Nursery, and then this one's a Salon. I think this one is Suki's Tea House. This one is Polly's Studio Flat. So I'm trying to name them. I think this one is called Midge's Flower Shop. And then this one has like a water slide. No, this one has the water slide. Then what is that one? I know this is like Pony Riding Show. It makes sounds. This backpack one is part of the travel series. This is like Jungle Adventure, one of my favorite ones. This is Snow Mountain. This is like the Wild Adventure Zoo. This one is called, oh boy, Baby Time Fun. It's like the Quilted Heart series. These are my two ponies. This is like Unicorn Meadow. And this one's maybe like Palomino, maybe. And then we have the Stylin' Salon. It's part of the Happening Hair series. This like pearlized yellow chocolate box looking thing. This is, I think, Up and Away. It's like an air balloon. It's amazing. And then we have my Disney compacts that I absolutely love. This is Aladdin and Jasmine. This is Minnie and Mickey playset. This is Little Mermaid. This is Sleeping Beauty. This is Beauty and the Beast. Amazing. This is the McDonald's toy that happened in the 90s that I just like painted it over with acrylic paint. We have the new keepsake rings that are from Target. I have two variants of this one. That's the Fairy Meadow, and then I have the Asian Mermaid that's Jay sent to me. And then this is like the Mermaid compact that was from 2022, I think. So that is, yeah, that's my traditional compacts. These are my larger play sets, and up there is Polyville. So let's discuss what's down here. There's like a lot of stuff. It's hard to organize everything because I'm limited in space. This is the Keepsake 35th anniversary stamper. So I got this like maybe a year ago. This is Snow White's cottage. It's amazing. I was missing a cauldron, but my friend Jay made one for me. And then in the back, you can see the Starshine Palace, which is this one. I got it in box. My friend Rosa bought it for me in Spain on Vinted. This is Wizard of Oz. Amazing. I have all the figures except for a tiny little red munchkin that I still need. And then this is a ring set of basically these, but they have the figures all in one box. This is a Funko Pop of Polly Pocket. I really want to get the Funko Pop, even though I don't love Funko Pops, of the one of like the actual compact. It looks like this, I want to say. No, it looks like this, but it's a Funko Pop of the compact. This is Cinderella's Castle. I have all the figures, it's complete, and I think it lights up. And then this is not Polly Pocket, it's actually a Jack's Pacific Castle of Sleeping Beauty. It has all of the figures, and I think it was released in 2002, but I'm not 100% certain. The fiber fiber strands fell off, so I just like put some other ones in there, so you can see some of it in the back. But yeah, this is my Polly Pocket collection as of February 2026. So let me know what you guys think. I adore it personally. I know that I can organize it a lot better, but for all intents and purposes, it looks pretty good to me. And I'm really, really proud of it. I need to add some lights on that shelf and maybe space it out a little bit better, because it's really well spaced up here, but then it gets crowded as you go down. But I love Polly Pocket. I am so happy with what I have. And there's not a whole lot that I still want, but I only have probably like 50% of all the compacts that were ever made by Polly Pocket. So I try to focus on 1989 to 1997. So that's kind of my Polly collection. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so we have books up here, but I'm gonna focus our attention on this shelf. This is a shelf designated and dedicated to Wee Little Miss and Cherry Mary Muffin Series 1. Wee Little Miss was released in like 1990, 1991-ish by Mattel. They're this smaller, like 7-inch dolls that was a part of the the Little Miss line, but they're smaller. That's why they're called Wee. And I think, let me try to get this straight. Okay, these four are, no. These three are part of Series 1, and these four are part of Series 2. This is Ballerina. This is Roller Skate. And then this is Playtime to Bedtime. Okay? And then these are the makeup series. So these two are nail polish. This is the black version, the African American version. This is the Caucasian version. This is eyeshadow. So cute. She has the fanny pack. And this is lipstick, I want to say. Nail polish, eyeshadow, lipstick. I am missing 3 African American versions because there's 10 of these Wee Little Miss, and I have 7 of them. So I'm really proud of this collection because I got them all in box, so their hair are still factory curls and just absolutely lovely. I love this collection. The next thing I'll discuss is Cherry Mary Muffin. So this was also released by Mattel. This is Series 1, and Series 1 consists of these 5 dolls, and each doll has a tray of muffins, a little helper, and a little comb, okay? So these were released in 1988, I believe, or 1989, something like that. And we have, I'll try to name them. This is Cherry Mary Muffin herself and her little cherry helper. She has her trays and her comb back there. This is the hardest one to find in this line. This is Apple Amy. This is her little helper, her tray, and then her little comb. In the back, we have some more. We have this Cherry Mary Muffin. This is, I think her name is, I'll come back to that one. This is Banancy. She's banana flavored and yellow. Her little helper is so ridiculous. Let me see if I can try to find the little helper for you. Okay, blueberry. Where is the little banana helper? That is so ridiculous. Oh, we have a casualty. The banana helper has fallen, but that is the banana helper. This is Chocolati. She is chocolate themed, and look at her little helper. It looks like a Hershey's Kiss. So ridiculous. So freaking ridiculous. Okay. I think her name is Betty. Is it Blueberry Betty? Someone tell me in the comments, because it's not Bubblegum Becky. That's the other one from Series 2. Don't know her name, and quite honestly, I already forgot it. Maybe the helper will draw my memory. Oh! What a disaster. So that is the helper. She's a little ladle. I think her name is Becky. No, Betty. Help me. Help me figure this out. Look at Apple Amy just falling all over the place. She was like looking perfect, and now she is just has fallen. Okay, let's tilt her back. This is a real professional tour video. Okay, Blueberry Betty is what we'll call her for now. So yeah, this is my Cherry Mary Muffin tour. And over here we have some books. So I might as well show you the books, right? I have a lot of Rainbow Brite books. So these are the Rainbow Brite books that came out in the 80s. They're golden books. I have some coloring books. I have Rainbow Brite and the Color Kids Caper, which has really interactive things that lights up and plays in sounds. This is Rainbow Brite Saves Christmas. And I have the Rainbow Brite Annual here. So that's really, really fun to look at as well. Over here, we do have another Rainbow Brite book, but it's mainly where I keep my Rose Petal Place books. So these are the books from Parker Brothers. And then I have, I think, a few more. So this is The Art of Rainbow Brite, which is a coloring book. And then another Rose Petal Place book. Clearly, I'm super organized, okay? And then over here, I have a 70-piece Rose Petal Place puzzle that hasn't been opened. And then here, I keep all of my rare cards from Rainbow Brite. So I won't show you the cards, but just know that they're there. I do have a very rare Rainbow Brite book called Wit and Wisdom that is probably tucked up in there, but I can't find them. So this is another book. This is the Color Belt book that comes with the actual color belt. So yeah, so that is this shelf. And now we'll move on to all things Rainbow Brite. All things Rainbow Brite. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over this shelf, which is like, I consider it my cabinet of sprites. So I'm gonna show you what's in here. It's gonna open up the Hogbo doors again. So then the glare will go away. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start right in the center. These are the 12-inch sprites that I have them in the box. I bought them from a seller who was trying to offload a recently departed or past relative's collection. She sold them to me, I think she lived in Idaho. She sold them to me at a very, very good price, and that's the only reason why I have them. So I have almost all of the 12-inch sprites in box. The only one that I do not have is the yellow male one called Spark. I do have a loose Spark. But, so that's kind of the premise behind how I organized all of this. And the reason why you see that there are 2 of each sprite is because I collected them loose before I bought them in box. So here's Romeo in box. And then here is a loose Romeo. This is OJ in box and a loose Romeo. Here's Merrily in box and a loose Merrily. Here is Flutter in box and a loose Flutter. This is Lucky in box and a loose Lucky. This is Spritzy in box, the light pink girl sprite, and Spritzy out of the box. Here is Champ in box and Champ out of box. This is, oh my gosh, what's not Glee? Glee is the lighter one. What is this one called? Posy. Posy in box and Posy loose. This is Glee in box and Glee out of box. This is Delight, my favorite girl sprite, in box and Delight out of box. Here is Twink in box and Twink out of box. And then this is the 2024 Walmart The Loyal Subjects Twink, okay? So there are smaller sprites throughout here. This is a Romeo Hatful sprite. Hatful sprites came out in like 1985. This is this is another Hatful sprite. This is Spark. This is Lucky Hatful sprite. This is Champ Hatful sprite. The Champ Hatful sprite has these leg warmers that look like the same fabric as Canary Yellows. This is Twink Hatful Sprite, okay? He has this long orange hat. And then I also bought from 1986 the Talking Taco Bell Sprites. You could get these with a Taco Bell meal in 1986. And they have the original tag. So this is Romeo. This is Champ, talking Taco Bell Sprite. They don't really talk, they just make this squeaky noise. This is Twink, talking Taco Bell Sprite. And then I have the Spark, talking Taco Bell Sprite. So that is all of the main sprites that I have. And then up here, we have the baby sprites. There's a yellow one, a pink one, an orange one, and a red one. They originally came with like plastic balls that split in half, and they're colored. But I don't have those. I have one, but I don't display it because I just display them in these domes, okay? I do have them coming, actually. I bought them from Germany and they're coming, so I'm excited to have the baby sprites in the actual original container soon. And these, I have 4 of these. There's one probably back there. These are the 2018, 2017 baby sprites. I have all 4 of these. I just wanted all the baby sprites to be displayed together. So that is my Rainbow Brite Sprite collection for the most part. And then if we turn to the bottom, what do we have here? Down here, we have other vintage Rainbow Brite stuff. We have a Canadian version of Baby Brite in box, and then we have a Baby Brite that I have styled meticulously by steaming her hair, and then we have her bottle, which is really hard to find. This one is in great condition. It's not cloudy or dirty. And then this is a Lurky in box and in great condition. Fabulous condition. I put some bubble wrap just so that he stands up better. And then we have a Murky Dismal in box. I repaired this box like crazy, but he looks fabulous now. Both bolts, all the bolts are still glued and fabulous. A lot of Murky in box, the bolts fall to the floor. And then I repaired this Starlight plush box, and it looks really much better now. So these are all my like other characters in box, and especially because this is loose and this is loose, I wanted it to be behind glass doors. So that's my logic. So I'm not really like looking for anything crazy right now, but I would like to have Spark in box just because he feels like he deserves one just like the others. All right, I'm just gonna cover all of the top shelf just because it makes it easier to cover the rest of the collection. This right here, these are the Loyal Subjects 2024 to 2025 collection. So I have Indigo, Dress Up Rainbow Brite, Tickled Pink, Stormy, Classic Rainbow Brite, and Moonglow in the larger boxes. I also have these chibis in a box of the sprites. I have Patio Green, the 5.5-inch fashion doll, Tickled Pink, 5.5 fashion doll, Stormy, 5.5 fashion doll, Rainbow Brite, 5.5 fashion doll. I also have the classic, like prototype style Rainbow Brite, but I just need to squeeze her right there. To be honest, I forgot about her. And then if we move over here, this is probably my most coveted item in my whole collection. It's an in-box 2004 Toy Play Light Up Musical Castle. These things are so rare. I paid close to $600 for this, and it's totally worth it to me because it is in mint condition. So let me just hit the button so you can see how it interacts. Amazing. Has all the figures, obviously. These are really rare, and I'm happy I have it in the box. Then we have this is from the 2004 collection, also sold at Hot Topic and Toys R Us. This is the small, like 5-inch Starlight and the small Twink, and it's a plush Rainbow Brite. So this is a really rare item to have in the box. And the next thing is, this is a hard body flocked Sunriser in box. So This is probably my most rare thing in my collection. This is the second most rare. I think I paid $400 for this one. They're both from the same seller in Connecticut. So this is really, really nice. I just wish that the hair were just laid better, but I'm not complaining. It's in excellent condition and the box is in pretty decent shape. I just got this color cottage, honestly, but I might not display it here, to be honest, because back there are all of my chibis. I collected the Loyal Subject chibis from Five Below, and I have them all arranged behind all of this. So yeah, this is the top row. It's kind of where I keep everything. It fits perfectly against my ceiling. So yeah, that is the top row of my Rainbow Brite collection. A slight detour. This is my couch. This is the side table that I keep another color castle here. So this is a nice color castle. You can see it up close and personal. Cute, right? And then I have a Buffatron in box. This is a very rare Spectra playset. It's like her bed, and it actually it moves. It buffs her with these like fuzzy filaments. And then over here, I think I showed you this earlier. This is the Perfume Palace for the My Little Pony. And then these are plushies. This is where I keep all my plushies, right? This is a Tumbles the Hedgehog plushie from Petal Place. And then this is very rare. This is a Pitter Pat plushie from Petal Place that I got in its original bag container, okay? Beautiful. I just fluffed it up, brushed it out. And then here are the pillows. This one I think is from 2004, perhaps. Rainbow Brite. It's kind of interesting. And then this one is a Starlight Go pillow from 2009, 2010 that was sold at Hot Topic. Beautiful, gorgeous, original tag. I love it. I love it so much. So beautiful and perfect for the couch. So I wasn't going to show you guys this because I'm kind of embarrassed, but this is my TV and I have a DVD player, and this is kind of where I keep all my stuff that doesn't fit my collection or I need to find a place. There's a sign here, This Way to Rainbow Land sign that I got at Hot Topic for like $15. It's nice and sturdy wood. There's an Addams Family Polly Pocket that I need to find a place for. It's just dark and doesn't look pastel, so I just kind of keep it back there. Here's my Series 2 Cherry Mary Muffin. This is Bubblegum Becky. This is not her freaking muffin tray or comb. I need to find it. This is... Where's your hat, girl? This is Series 2 Cherry Mary Muffin, okay? With her original crimped hair. Oh my gosh. You guys get the picture. She has a hat. This is her original tray and her comb. This is Chocolati, tray, and comb. This is Lily Vanilli with her braid and her hat. And then this is her tray and her comb. This is an inbox penny peppermint that I still need to remove. What else is over here? This is where I keep all of my extra accessories. I have a boa here that I was going to wear in one of my videos. I have the wonderful wedding Polly Pocket. It's very big, so it doesn't go anywhere. This is a PlayStation. And then this is where I keep my TV remote, and it's a Small World dolls. So I have 4 out of the 6. Morocco, Germany, Japan, and Mexico. Styled them. They look great. I still need Nigeria, and I still need America, the Native American indigenous one. I have here a butter bear that my brother gave me from Thailand as a souvenir. And then this is a Stormy doll. It smells like cigarette smoke, so I haven't done anything with it, but I need to append some bolts on it that Jay made for me. So that is kind of the TV area. Kind of a mess, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to show you. One more thing I wanted to show you since the last time I filmed this berry house, I got this Journey to Rainbow Land. It's like a game console. I got it new in box. It's by Coleco. It was released in 2016. It's like a playable Rainbow Brite game. I think if you can snag this for like $50, $60, you should. It's totally worth it. Shipping's gonna be more, like probably like 20 bucks. But if you can get it for like the $50 price range, it's totally worth it. It was part of like a Kickstarter, and there's a white version and a silver version. I have the white version. Get it. It's totally fun and totally worth it. As promised, these are all of the jewel pieces, like the jewelry that comes with the Moon Dreamers. So I keep them in these little packets here. And I also keep them with the combs and brushes, and then also other accessories that come with the Moon Dreamers. So I have them all here. It's all complete. And I'm just excited and very lucky to have everything sorted out. So I just keep them in this little cardboard box. All right, so we are going to continue on by looking at these final two bookcases. We'll start at the top on this first Billy bookcase. We have here is a Kitty Brite in box. I got this from the same seller based out of Idaho. And this is the first Kitty Brite that I got. So Kitty Brite was released in 1986. It is quite rare. I think a loose Kitty Brite can go for $120 to $130. A in-box Kitty Brite, it's hard to price just because they come up so infrequently, but I was really happy to get this in-box Kitty Brite for such a good price. It does have a Sharpied number on the outside of the box, but you can see here that the orientation between the Kitty Brite box and the Puppy Brite box, both released about a year apart, it has a different orientation. So this is a Puppy Brite. I think Puppy Brites in general, I don't know why it is on the marketplace, but it's generally less expensive than a Kitty Brite, and its orientation here is it faces a different direction. So I have these acrylic boxes that I keep them in, and this dog is at profile, but I do think they look really cute side by side. Unlike a Kitty Brite that goes for sometimes over $100 loose depending on the quality, a Puppy Brite you can get for $25, sometimes $20. So it's hard to price a in-box vintage Puppy Brite though, but generally if you can get it for $100, that's a good price for an in-box Puppy Brite. And yeah, so moving down, we have here my Starlight box. So Starlight comes in various forms. I will say that I have a plush Starlight in the back. This was released in the end of 1984 in the first wave of the Mattel Generation 1. The one thing you'll notice about this particular Starlight though is that it has thick yarn. There's different variants of the Starlight. This one has thick yarn. Oftentimes you'll see Starlights with thinner yarn for its mane. There's also a smaller and thinner version that was released by Emotions. So Emotions was a line that released Rainbow Brite items at a lower price point in the mid 80s, and the Starlight plush is one of them. In the foreground here, you will see that this is a hard body Starlight. These are very hard to find and very, very difficult to find in box. I do not have a hard body Starlight in box, unfortunately, but I managed to find this one loose and in great condition in an auction that was in a cardboard box. So I really looked out on it and I got it for, I think it was like $80. It was a really great price for that box. You could barely see it peeking out, and I lucked out because I think there was only one other bidder that was competing against me, and it turned out that it was my friend Jolene. So I got lucky. So it's in great condition. I did do a lot of cleanup work on this one just to make sure that it stays super white, but I'm in love with this. It's one of my favorite items in my collection. Then in this kind of shelf, on the shelf, we have my Stormies. So these are 3 custom Stormies. The first one was created by Jasmine Brooks, and it was inspired by a picture that I had seen on an old website of customs. This one has this like very thick holographic metallic skirt, and everything else looks very prototypical. So it has like the fuchsia hair, and I even asked for her eyes to be painted this like metallic green. And then she has the fuchsia jumpsuit with the really thin epaulettes and a fabric bolt in this like fuchsia as well. The boots here are very shiny and metallic. It's like blue with the same bolts and the thin iridescent green trim at the top. The second one is also by Jasmine Brooks, but I wanted something completely different. So I asked for lavender hair and a lavender jumpsuit and really nice pastel colors throughout. So I wanted this one to look more like the comic and animated version of Stormy. So she has a braided clip, and her hair is long and has a high updo. I wanted it to be as long as Moonglow's hair, so I think it's great. And then I wanted her eyes to be painted this aqua blue color. So I love the pastel colors. The bolt is cut differently. You see more ridges in the bolt, and the shoes look like the animation style. This green actually utilizes an overlay, and on the underside is this like lime green acrylic paint to achieve this very unique color. So I love these 2 Stormies. And then the third Stormy is actually a creation by my friend, now friend and custom creator, Jay Allen. He did this outfit, which is so lovely. I love this like bell-shaped skirt and this hot pink jumpsuit, and the epaulettes sleeves look very similar to this one. The bolt here is made out of this like metallic-y paper, and you see the bolts down here as well in this like navy royal blue boot. And the head is actually, I painted the face, but the hair was yarned by my friend Nick Branch, who lives in Connecticut. So I bought this head base from him, and I think she just looks fabulous. In the next shelf, we have all of the color kits. So we have Red Butler loose with Romeo the hand sprite. You can see that this is the first wave face for the hand sprite because it has like the scraggly imprint around the sides. Then we have Lala Orange. As you notice, the hand sprites for the second wave is scalloped edge, really cute. This is Canary Yellow, again, first wave release of the hand sprite. She has leg warmers and really nice hair. This is a patio green 9-inch doll that's loose, but the person I bought this from had put these bows on her, and I just think they look so much nicer than the regular dark green ribbons. And then the hand sprite is first generation because Patio Green was released in 1984 with this version of the hand sprite. Next, we have Buddy Blue. Buddy Blue has the scalloped face hand sprite because he's the second wave in the first generation of Mattel. He has his iconic headband with the original sticker. And the thing that you have to watch out for Buddy Blue is they tend to fade. So his bodysuit is still pristine dark blue. So that's wonderful. Next, we have a custom here. This is a custom by J. Allen McKenzie. I wanted him to use exactly the base of a Buddy Blue because this is actually Blue Moon. Blue Moon was the original illustration by Gigi Santiago that was originally conceived as the blue color kit. So it was a female and it was Asian. So we have here the actual custom doll created by Jay to match the illustration. And I think it's lovely. She has like all this tulle ruffled. It's a wide leg pant and she has these beautiful rainbow colored sandals and this big shiny belt. And she's wearing a lot of like rainbow beads. So this is Blue Moon, and I even created a hand sprite for her. And I used like kind of like the night sky colors, very Auralis Borealis themed here. I think it's just really charming and they look really cute next to one another. So moving from here, I'm gonna not finish the bottom shelves here because I want to talk about all of the acrylic cases. Starting at the top, we have this custom doll that my boyfriend made for me. He made this for my birthday a year and a half ago. It is a dark princess. The base of the doll is a dress-up Rainbow Brite, and the hair is a colonial Persian, I think it's like burnt orange color in 3-ply. And what we did is basically, it's a dark satin jumpsuit, and all of the jewels and accessories are just picked up from a craft store. He made this wonderful cape that has this like golden trim, and the most, I guess, complex thing and cherishable thing is the head mask here, which is like gilded with this gold leaf and molded in the shape of her face. And actually this attaches with small magnets because my partner put in magnets inside of the head cavity. And I think that's really, really cool because it just snaps into place. And the face makeup I actually did with just acrylic markers and a lot of patience. But my partner did the belt and all of the finishes. Jay actually helped us with these boots. They look really, really nice, and they use the same materials, this like cerulean blue and the gold trim. And then this is the leash for the dog that Dark Princess has. It's just like an emerald gem. And these are some of the earrings that you could put on her if you'd like. This is a Stormy doll that I found on eBay for $60, and I added some bolts to her using just glittered paper. And the thing with this doll is that she had really green eyebrows. Someone must have like painted on her. So I drew some bolt eyes on her, and she has really thin hair. I think this is a creation by a custom creator that's no longer around called Tom Sprite, but I don't know. I asked another Tom in Germany whether it was him, and he said no, but she looks very similar to Tom Sprite's design in the like 2010s. Next to this Stormy is a Brian doll, and my partner also did this one for me as a gift, and it is using a Buddy Blue base, and he sewed the sweater with the 11 numbers imprinted on it, and then these denim jeans. These shoes we got off of Etsy, I believe, or Walmart.com, and the hair is just like a really thick, soft, dark brown. Next to these customs, we have a loose color castle. This is the 2004 light up musical castle with all of the PVC figures. There's the bridge, the drawbridge, the slide, the dresser, the sprite wagon. So all the pieces are here, and it's just nice to display it right under the boxed color castle that I have. So one of my favorite things is to take this out and play with it. So I have another row of customs here. So I have some crochet dolls. These crochet dolls came from Rico Chan, a Etsy crochet artist. So I wanted a dress-up Moonglow version that looks like the doll of the crochet dolls, and a dress-up Rainbow Brite version. And she exceeded my expectations. These were wonderfully done. It did take a while to create because it's totally custom and it's shipped from Vietnam. And I added this belt emblem just to look exactly like her. So this Moonglow is supposed to look like her, and this dress-up crochet doll is supposed to look like her. And in the middle, we have a Star Party dress custom on a real Moonglow. J. Allen McKenzie also did this, and it was a gift, and it just was absolutely stunning. And I'm a return customer, and every single time I commission something, it is just flawlessly executed. And the price that you pay for the customs is totally, totally worth it because you are getting excellent service and a really high quality custom. In the back, you can barely see it, but it is a crochet starlight. I wish I could show you a little bit better, but you're not gonna see it because it's in the case. And then over here, we have 3 more customs. These are customs all by J. Allen McKenzie from Rainbow Land and Beyond. This is a custom dress-up doll in pastel. I think it's the name we call it is Rainbow Sherbet. It has like a pastel hair clip, pastel colors. All of the outfit is themed after the prototype Rainbow Brite. He even re-yarned the hair to be this pastel light yolk color, and it's just beautiful. I love the sherbet rainbow trim. And then this is the dress and outfit is just standard Moonglow, and we're using a real Moonglow here, but it's re-yarned to have this like glittered yarn, white yarn. The reason why we did this is because Stephanie Iskander, her original design for Moonglow had white hair, and I wanted to have a white-haired Moonglow. And this was the very first custom, like full custom that I did with Jay. It's aquamarine, and it is a custom color kit with just like this aqua minty color. And we call her minty green. So she has like light pink trim and just like iridescent white. And the mint color just goes really beautifully with this like shiny, glistery hair and these like pink boots. So I just wanted to finish off the row of regular color kits, which is the row directly beneath these customs. We have indigo here. There's somewhat of a glare, but I'm gonna try to minimize it as much as possible. This is indigo, the 9-inch doll. There's Hammy, the hand sprite, and Hammy has the original face from Wave 1 because Indigo was actually released at the tail end of 1984. The first 4 9-inch dolls were released, and then Indigo and Starlight came out at the end of that year. Next, we have Shy Violet in this very cute pose, and she was a Wave 2, so 1985, and the hand sprite is this scalloped face IQ. So she's so adorable. And then we have the 1986 dolls. So these are the dress-up dolls. We have Tickled Pink. Tickled Pink has this is very, very cute, but she does not have a hand sprite. This is a custom hand sprite that I commissioned from J. Allen McKenzie, and it just looks so suited and perfectly in line with the other color kids. Then we have a dress-up Rainbow Brite. So this was released in 1986, third wave of the first generation. No hand sprite for dress-up Rainbow Brite, but she does come with a red comb, and Tickled Pink comes with a pink comb. And the thing about dress-up Rainbow Brite is that she has a rainbow hair clip. In Europe, the strands of the rainbow hair clip are really thick like this. So this is a European hair clip. If you buy the American version, they're much thinner. This is fewer strands, and to be honest, I don't like it as much. It looks kind of sad, but this is a European hair clip for Dress Up Rainbow Brite. This is a real Moonglow. I obviously would love to have her in the box someday, but she's my favorite of the Color Kids, and she has her original ribbon, which is really hard to find on her, and a minty belt symbol. She's as good as it gets. And Jay created a night sprite, hand sprite for her, which is so perfect. I just love Moonglow. She has different variants of makeup. I like this one because the pink is super pastel, super neon, and her face paint is gorgeous. I love the peach colored hair, the soft tulle. It's fabric. It looks like tulle, but it's not apparently. And this iridescent blue is so flawless. She's my absolute favorite doll. And then, if you saw recently, Alan McKenzie satisfied a commission for me. This is a prototype Stormy doll that is done as close to the prototype style as possible. We used so many reference pictures of Stormy. So Stormy was a doll that was never actually produced. We saw prototypes of it. They were going to release it, never actually produced. And there's a whole mythology around this prototype, but this is a custom of that prototype, and it looks exactly like the photos, in my opinion. Oh, just one more thing about Moonglow. The reason why she's so coveted and she's so hard to find is that she was only released in Germany. Oh, one thing that I want to cover. My friend Amber, for Christmas, gave me the key to Rainbow Land, which I think is so cute. Look at this. It was such a nice surprise, and it is like this beautiful 3D printed key that is reference to the key that Rainbow Brite gives Brian. So I think that's so adorable. So I keep it right here so I can always take a look at it. So next, I have 2 more rows in these 2 bookshelves to cover. And what you'll see is I started collecting and have completed, for the most part, the 9-inch dolls in box. So here we go. We have Red Butler and Romeo hand sprite in box. We have Lala Orange and OJ Sprite in box. We have Canary Yellow in box with Spark hand sprite. We have Patio Green with the Lucky hand sprite here. We have Buddy Blue with Champ the hand sprite. Then we move over here. Ignore these customs for a second. We have Indigo and Hammy hand sprite. The thing is, there's variants in the backing. This is the purple backing. And then we have Shy Violet and IQ Sprite here. We have Tickled Pink and with the comb. And this I bought from my friend Kara at Moonstruck Crystals, and she sold it to me at an amazing price. Then we have Dress Up Rainbow Brite, and this is a really hard one along with Tickled Pink to get. And she comes again with the rainbow hair clip. So you can see this is the European variant of the rainbow hair clip, and then this is the American. See how thin and few strands there are? And then we have a classic. This is just the classic 9-inch Rainbow Brite with Twink and Fabulous. I have here the brochure that comes with all of the hand sprites. Sorry, all of the 9-inch dolls. And next to the Moonglow, you see that the creator, Stephanie Iskander, signed this version for me. And here, you can even see the star party dress that is this custom. So that's really cute. So also you see the Stormy here, the never released doll. And this is our imagining of the Stormy. Here you see the Sunriser hard body horse, and here's this hard body Starlight horse. So yeah, these are all, I just keep this brochure here just because I think it's really cool. So in front of these boxes, we have custom Rainbow Brite dolls that someone in Indiana, I believe, made for me. I commissioned them. This is a Stormy, this is a Moonglow, and this is a Rainbow Brite, and they're all using vintage Strawberry Shortcake dolls as the base. I think they're adorable. This Moonglow looks, I wanted it to look exactly like the dress-up doll. So that's how she is looking. So let me step back so you can see the top 4 shelves of my vintage Rainbow Brite collection. And then we'll discuss the bottom two shelves here. Okay, so now let's move down here to this larger bottom section. These are the 18-inch Rainbow Brite dolls. We have Shy Violet, we have Rainbow Brite, we have Patio Green. The boxes are not that good of quality, but the Shy Violet and Patio Green box I got in this lot for $50. I had this crazy purchase off of eBay. I bought a box with like 6 or 7 in-box Rainbow Brite dolls for $50 total, and they were included in it. So I tried to clean it up. I did the best I could, but I think it still looks pretty good to be displayed. And then in front of them, I just have loose dolls of the 18-inch dolls. These are actually also a mistake because when I was collecting for the first time, I thought I was buying the 9-inch dolls, but someone in Brooklyn sent me these large 18-inch dolls by accident. So I was like, I'll just keep them. And they looked really, really good displayed in front of their boxed counterparts. So then we move over here. So this is the last thing I'll show in my collection. We have a shelf here with in-box playsets. We have a color buggy that's in-box. I actually bought this off of Facebook Marketplace, and my friend Jolene in Wisconsin, I split that lot. So she sent this over, and the really cool thing is you still see the Montgomery Ward price tag on it. And then behind that is a Sprite Cycle. So an in-box, never removed in-box Sprite Cycle playset. So that's really cool. The thing that I have these storage bins that I keep all the keychains and the plushies from Five Below. But I just needed it to be slightly tiered. So this is the last playset that I wanted to show you. It's also never removed from box. It's the Sailmobile. This one's really hard to find in box, but I'm really happy I got it. Same, the Sprite Cycle and the Sailmobile I got from the same seller that was selling her relatives collection in Idaho. And then this is just the magnet case for the magnet playset off of Amazon. These are just some stickers, a notebook from Amazon. I just keep it there. And the very bottom shelf, we have a couple of things. We have a bunch of PVC figures, a custom color castle. So originally I wanted to display all of the micro chibis here, but I currently do not display the micro chibis because they're currently here. They're in this case, and I keep all of them here. I have all 20, and these are more of the plush keychains from Five Below that I keep. But eventually, I want to take out the micro chibis and display them all inside of this custom color castle that I spray painted and adorned with decorative things. So all of this is hand painted, and it opens up actually, so you can actually really have fun. Look, so you can display them in here. Does the back look like anything interesting? No, it's just more of the same, but I think it's pretty cool. So that's my custom color castle. And the last thing I want to show you are all of these PVC figures. So the front row, these are the brushable hair PVCs that were only released in Britain. And I think they're fabulous. They're really hard to get, but I have all 6 of them. We have the Shy Violet, the Patio Green, the Rainbow Brite, the Baby Brite, the Canary Yellow, and the Twink. And then we have the German figures. These were hand sculpted. They look very stylized. We have Starlight, Red Butler, Rainbow Brite, Buddy Blue, Canary Yellow, and Twink. And then we have the British / Australian version, I think. Yeah. So these, we have Romeo, Rainbow Brite, Buddy Blue, Canary Yellow, and Twink. At the very top, those 7 figures are all the American PVCs. So we have Starlight, we have Red Butler, Rainbow Brite, Twink, Puppy Brite at the very top, Glee, the girl purple sprite, and Lurky. Lurky's my favorite from basically all of these. I think they're really awesome, but he's my favorite. So these are all the PVC figures that I have. I'm really proud of them. They took a very long time to collect, but I got them all sent, the majority of these actually I got sent to me through my friend Rosa in Spain, who meticulously packaged them after ordering them off of Vinted for me. So these are the PVC figures. I adore them, but they're in the bottom shelf, unfortunately. I kind of glossed over this at first, but these are the combs that come with some of the 9-inch dolls, some of the playsets. This is a tickled pink comb. This is a dress up Rainbow Brite comb. These are the two combs that come with a color cottage. And then this is the most coveted comb that I own. It is the Moon Glow, dress up Moon Glow comb from 1986. All right, so that is the entire collection room. I'm going to show you the entire room one more time, just really quickly. This is the Rainbow Brite collection, mainly 1980s Rainbow Brite, 1980s Mattel specifically. We have basically 3 shelves of customs, possibly even 4. And we have a dedicated Sprite shelf that's behind class. We have a vintage Polly Pocket bookshelf with some Wee Little Miss and some Cherry Mary Muffin. We have my books up here. We have the 2004, the Lowell Subjects collection up there. We have my more prized items up here, the Hardbody Sunriser. We have the Rainbow Brite 2004 in box, and then the Color Castle in box. And then over here, we have all of my Rose Petal Place in box. And then this row I didn't cover yet, but these are just like items from Miniso that I started collecting, which started all of my collecting frenzy in 2023. And then we have a modern Fizzy that I got at TJ Maxx a couple years ago. We have up here just stray play sets like the castle for Lady Lovely Locks. We have my Strawberry Shortcake. We have my Labubu's. We have all of the My Little Pony play sets up here, except those 3 figures, which are the Bubbles Belle. We have Moon Dreamers here. We have Spectra here. We have first generation My Little Ponies here. We have some plushies here. We have the Paradise Estate up here. We have more plushies and the Go Starlight pillow, which is quite rare here. We have an inbox Buffatron. We have another Color Castle here. We have a Berry Happy Home that I refurbished here. We have the Coleco Rainbow Brite arcade game here. And then over here we have, of course, all the other generations of Rainbow Brite. We have 1997 with all of 1997, 2009, and 2003, 2004. We have some Care Bear posable PVCs here, and we have the Tonka cupcake dolls here. And then all of these are just Series 2 Cherry Mary Muffin. It's a Small World Mattel dolls from 1993. We have another in-progress custom Stormy doll. Then we have my super girly and pastel shelf here. Peppermint Rose in box. Lady Lovely Locks Series 1. Lady Lovely Locks Series 2. Peppermint Rose Diorama 1993. Series 3 Lady Lovely Locks. And then we conclude with the 2016 Rainbow Brite down here, including the super large jumbo itty bitty. So yeah, that is everything. We are done. So please let me know what you guys think. I hope this tour was helpful, and I need a really cold drink of water because this was a lot of talking. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun. Hit subscribe and leave a comment, and I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Bye.